Hi, everybody. Dr. Bob with Catalyst Chiropractic and Rehab. And today I'm here to answer a common question that we get at our office. And it is, what's the one thing I can do to get better? Honestly, there is no one thing you can do to guarantee that you'll get better. However, there is one thing that you can do that will help with almost every musculoskeletal, so like back pain, neck pain, headaches, sore muscles issue that people experience. Now, sit down, brace yourself. That one thing is the proper amount of water every day. I know, boring, right? Snooze fest. I don't want to hear about it. I drink plenty of water. I hear that from people all the time. But it's important to understand how much water you actually need, how long you need it for, and the benefits that you actually get from water. So, water essentially for our bodies is like oil. Your muscles are 70+% water, your brain is 93% plus water. All the body parts need water. They're made up of mostly water, right? So if you have enough water in your body, everything's going to function better. So imagine that you're a car and you decide you're going to run your car with half the amount of oil that it requires. Will your car still start in the morning? Yes, for a while. Will it start to wear faster? Yep. Will you have more problems down the road? Absolutely. Water is the same way in the body. If you don't get enough water right away, it's not like you're just going to hurt instantly. It's not like you're just going to shut down and not work anymore, but you will slowly build up more and more issues because of being dehydrated. It's going to affect your muscle recovery. It's going to affect soreness. It can affect dryness of the lips and the skin. It can start to affect brain fog. There's a lot of different things that water can affect with it. So it's important to make sure you're getting enough water in your body. Now, the big question is, well, how much water? I drink my 8 8-ounce glasses because that's what the FDA or food people or whoever it is told me is my 8 8-ounce glasses from my 1980s nutrition class, right? So where that comes from is the average person back then was, about 130, 140 pounds, right? And 8 8-ounce glasses is 64 ounces, which is about 50% of their body weight in ounces of water every day, which is how much you need. The problem is, if you're like myself, I do not weigh 140 pounds. I am significantly more than that. So, in order to do that, you need half your body weight in ounces of water every day. So, some simple math. If you're 160 pounds, you need 80 ounces of water a day. If you're 200 pounds, you need 100 ounces of water a day. If you're 250 pounds, you need about 125 ounces a day, which is about a gallon, right? So, it's important to make sure that you are getting that water every day. Now, if you don't believe me and you want to prove me wrong, trust me, I get it. I can be cynical at times. Take what we call our water challenge. 7 days in a row, you drink the appropriate amount of water every day for 7 days in a row. If you don't feel any better, I will let you make fun of me live on our Facebook or YouTube channel. I'll sit there and take it. But you are on your honor system to make sure that you drank the appropriate amount of water for you every day for 7 days in a row. Okay. You will start to feel better. It's going to make sure you're flushing out toxins. It's going to make sure your body's hydrated and feeling well with it. There are some downsides. First thing, if you're going from like no water to that much water, you're going to have to go to the bathroom more often. It happens. Water goes in, it's got to go out somewhere. Good news is within about 7 to 10 days, that will go back to more of a normal schedule. So if you're worried about that, that's another one. Another drawback is if you drink your water too late in the evening, then you got to wake up a whole bunch of times to go to the bathroom at night. So try to drink the majority of your water before 3 p.m. and have it all in before 6 p.m. That way you got a few hours to process and be ready to go before you go to bed. That's another way to help minimize the amount of times you got to get up and down at night, making sure that you get enough sleep with that. Another big thing we hear with people who don't want to drink enough water is, I just don't like the taste of water. Well, if you're a food is fuel kind of person like me, you're kind of like, well, just buck up and drink the water. But if that's not how you roll, they do have different little things you can add into your water. You can use like the Activate C stuff, like Melaleuca. We got a couple different Hydrate C drinks, or different things like that that will help flavor the water. Big things you want to look for when you're using water flavorings is make sure you're avoiding a bunch of extra sugar, right? Kool-Aid makes water taste better, but it's also just doused in sugar, which totally negates the benefit of what we're trying to do with it. So making sure you find a way to get that. Carbonated beverages kind of count. The research isn't fantastic on those, if they count or not. They do have some other issues with like calcium robbing and things like that. So you don't want to depend completely on carbonated beverages for that. But find something you like. Put some cucumbers or blueberry in it. Squeeze some lemon or lime in there. A lot of different ways to get your water in. Experiment with it. Have fun. Things you're probably wondering. Does my coffee count? It depends. Is it decaffeinated? If it's not decaffeinated, you only get to count half of the amount volume. So if you drank 12 ounces of coffee, it would only count as 6 ounces of water because it's a diuretic effect. Teas count as water as long as they're decaffeinated. If they're a caffeinated tea, then they have the same rule as water. If it's 12 ounces, then you're going to have to only count it as 6 ounces. A lot of different things like that. So important things to keep in mind. Make sure you find a good water bottle that you enjoy and you know how big it is. So instead of saying I need 125 ounces, I need 5 of these. It's way easier to count to 5 than it is to add to 125. So make it simple on yourself. Find a water bottle that you like. Find a flavor or something you like to put in it, and just make it part of your calendar. You can get reminders on your smartphone or watch or all that other stuff as well. But water is extremely important all the time, but especially during the healing process as well. So hopefully you found this information helpful. If you know anyone who's stuck not drinking enough water, feel free to tag them, share this video with them. Like and subscribe if you'd like to stay tuned as we get more information out there. And if you have any comments, questions, or other things you want to hear more about, make sure you put a comment in there down at the bottom, or reach out to us at the website, Catalyst Chiropractic and Rehab.com, as well as reaching out to the office at 763-205-3781. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll talk to you later.